In this episode, you're going to learn how your life's partner's preferences can influence training style. If you're getting stale in progress and you're running progress, you might want to consider group training's benefit. I sure did. How to balance solo and group sessions for your own personal growth and more. Let's get to it.
The judge has spoken, and we've heard from the community. Has that swayed your opinion at all, Darren?
All right, so I've come around in the last month or two for a lot of reasons. My partner likes training with groups, and I was like, what's going on? My progress in this whole, I want to run, a sub 16-minute 5K has gotten stale. And I was like, maybe training with the group might be the answer. And I talked to an actual running coach who I might bring on in the future, as my own running coach, Jerome for Delta Running, which is dope here in Sydney, Australia. And he basically was like, dude, I know you like doing your solo races and your solo training and all that, and you like to do the opposite and be a contrarian. He's like, but if everyone's doing this race, you probably need to look to do those races because everyone's training for that, and you need to do it with the group and progress forward. And I was like, okay. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. I'm always failing. So I have the growth mindset, I think, at least. And I was like, I've bbeen wrong, and I want to try the group training. So look, if you're not getting to where you want to go, what is it? What you probably have said this or will have said this. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with the group. And funny, if I want to go fast, I probably need to go with the group too. But I'm realizing like I like running with people. Back in the track days, I actually compete better when I'm head to head. If I'm too fast, it's not fun. If I'm too slow, it's not fun. But when I'm head to head with someone with similar abilities, and it's really hard finding people in this area, and I actually am excited to run with them. So I realized that long runs, they always, when you have to do a really long run or a really long ride, I really like doing that with people. Whereas my time is very limited. I work alone. I got the kid. I got, the business, all this type of stuff. So hanging out with people, that's not a thing I really do. I don't really prioritize. I don't have the time. I don't prioritize it. So I like to then do my hangouts with people in a training setting. Remy, why would you want to train solo?
For the exact same reasons you mentioned, I can't always be with that group, and that group isn't always available, like our community has said. And if you really want to commit to something, being committed doesn't mean only doing it when, Steve and your boys pull up, and that's when you're going to do it. You got to be able to lace up by yourself. You got to want it for you. It may help to get started with motivation and inspiration from the group, but at the end of the day, you've got to want it. You've got to get yourself out of bed. And if, so-and-so's on vacation and, I had several of my groups disband after the pandemic. So what was I just not going to ride because I lost the group? No, sometimes you just got to take it solo and remember what you got into it for. So groups are great. I champion the groups. You've heard all these things, but there is a space, and that's exactly what this is, right? Like, it couldn't be clear cut. I couldn't do every session solo. I couldn't do every session with a group, and that's what this or that really is. But let us know down in the comments. Are you a group mindset? Are you Mr. Solo Dolo or Mrs.? Let us know, give us your reasons, and we'll continue that conversation down there.
If you want to learn more about this topic, we went into further detail. You should go and check that out right here.